Good morning, children. Hope you all are fine. Children, we are going to start chapter number 15, space exploration. In this chapter, we will study about the telescope, artificial satellites, and how satellites are useful to us. So, children, what is space exploration? As the name of the chapter is space exploration. It means the study of space is called space exploration. In early times, the study of space is done with the help of an instrument called telescope. Telescope is an instrument used to see distant objects clearly. This instrument was first made by Galileo. He made several important discoveries with the help of telescope. He discovered craters on moon with the help of telescope. You can see in the picture the type of telescope Galileo had made. So, as the information that comes from telescope was not sufficient, so several artificial satellites have been sent into space to get more information about the space. So, first of all, what is a satellite? A satellite is a machine that is launched into space that moves around Earth or any other body in space, send information to the Earth. So, satellites are very useful for mankind. So, you can see in the picture different types of satellites revolving around in the space, moving in the space, and they are getting the information and sending the information, and these information are very useful for the mankind. On October 4th, 1957, the world's first man-made satellite Sputnik 1 was launched into the space by the Russian. Sputnik means traveler in Russian language. It went around the earth at a height of 900 kilometers. Satellites or spaceships are kept in an orbit in space with the help of a rocket called launching vehicles. So, after this, hundreds of satellites have been launched. After about a month, the Russians sent another satellite named Sputnik 2. Then the Americans launched their first satellite named Explorer 1 on January 31, 1958. India also successfully launched its first satellite Aryabhatta in April 1975. India has launched more than 72 satellites till date. Soviet astronaut Yuri Gagarin became the first human in space in 1961, and Neil Armstrong was the first man to step onto the moon on July 20, 1969. The first Indian to go into space was Rakesh Sharma on April 3rd, 1984. Valentina Tereshkova was the first woman to go into the space. She was a Russian woman. Kalpana Chawla was the first woman of Indian origin to go into the space. An animal dog Laika was also sent into space in Sputnik 2 by Russia, and the animal was sent into space to study the effects of outer space on living organisms. On a lunar mission, astronaut Neil Armstrong, Edwin Aldrin, and Michael Collins from the United States went to Apollo 11. Neil Armstrong was the first person to step on the moon on July 21, 1969, and after him, Edwin Aldrin was the second person to step onto the moon. Michael Collins remained in the spaceship encircling the moon and to keep in touch with the Earth. After their successful mission to the moon, they returned back to the Earth. Children, now we will study about the types and the uses of satellites. There are three types of satellites: weather satellites, communication satellites, and remote sensing satellites. A weather satellite is a satellite that is used to gather information about the weather. They will show a view of weather patterns over a large area. This allows meteorologists to track weather patterns and make accurate predictions. So the second type of satellites are communication satellites. They are useful in sending the messages from one country to another. We can watch a television. We can watch on a television the football matches and the cricket matches being played in other countries. These are made possible only by the communication satellites. Telephonic conversation, transfer of fax messages, etc., are also done by communication satellites. So now come to remote sensing satellites. Remote sensing satellites are helpful in agriculture, in monitoring the extent and type of vegetation, mapping of soil types, assessing water resources, forecasting melt water runoff from snow, warning of sand and dust storms, flooding, monitoring of pollution. So, remote sensing satellites are helpful in this way. So, children, this is all about chapter number 15, space exploration. Thank you.